Welcome back everyone. Day 1 of the NBA playoffs came and went, and with it, we got a glimpse of a few highly anticipated matchups. We watched the Minnesota Timberwolves pull off an upset win over Memphis, Utah pull out a narrow victory over Dallas, albeit without Luka Doncic, Philadelphia take advantage of Toronto, and finally, the Golden State Warriors pulling off a convincing win over Denver. And other than the Timberwolves pulling off a huge upset victory, in my opinion, the Warriors were really the big thing that stood out. There had been a lot of debate among NBA fans going into this matchup about who truly had the advantage. Between Steph Curry coming off an injury, the Warriors having trouble clicking at times, and with the Denver Nuggets having the MVP on their team, it was hard to pick a clear favorite. However, after watching Game 1, I think that a lot of people have now made up their minds, and not only for round 1, but for the entirety of the 2022 NBA playoffs. The Golden State Warriors looked every bit like the dangerous team we knew them to be, and to the surprise of many, it had very little to do with how Steph Curry played. I mean, don't get me wrong here, he played fine, and especially for coming off a bad ankle injury, but there were much more important catalysts for their victory other than Steph Curry. And if we are talking about offense, then look no further than Jordan Poole. Whether you watched the game or not, at this point, you probably have all heard about how well he played. He dropped a casual 30 points on 9 of 13 shooting and 5 of 7 from beyond the arc, and per usual, knocking down a collection of difficult shots. But what was truly most impressive about that was with it being his first ever playoff performance. Now, I don't know what's been getting into these young players lately, but they're no longer afraid to show out in their first playoff games. First, we had the 36-point game from Anthony Edwards, which was followed by a 38-point game from Tyrese Maxey, and then Jordan Poole capped it off with a 30-point game. And again, all of those came during each individual player's playoff debut. But moving back to the Warriors here, their victory was about so much more than only Jordan Poole. To go along with that, they had Klay Thompson looking like the playoff performer that we all remembered him to be, Andrew Wiggins providing a solid two-way performance, and most importantly, their defense appearing to be in tip-top shape. You may have already forgotten, but the Warriors were the number 1 defense in the entire NBA this season prior to Draymond Green getting hurt. And while they still finished at number 2 in the league, there were times when they did not look quite right. However, that did not apply to their defense during Game 1. Now, it may not look like they truly contained Nikola Jokic, with him still putting up 25, 10, and 6, but they made everything extremely difficult on him, along with everyone else on the Nuggets too. Many people thought that Nikola Jokic would absolutely feast on the Warriors' small ball lineup, and while he was able to do that a time or two, that was not the story of Game 1. Rather, the Warriors were able to make everything difficult on Denver, and largely due to the versatility that their small ball lineup provides them on defense. Not only were they able to apply added pressure on Jokic by bringing a double team here and there, but even when they did that, they rarely gave up a wide open shot to a different player. They had defenders running all over the court, closing out on shots, deflecting passes, and all around causing havoc for Denver. It may not have translated to Denver turning the ball over a ton, but it clearly affected their game plan and forced them into taking shots that they did not want to take. And all of this was led by Draymond Green, who continues to be one of, if not the most effective defender in the entire NBA. Between being able to switch onto every position, knowing exactly where to be on defense, and calling out things for his teammates, he was able to give them a huge advantage in Game 1. Now, will Denver be able to adjust to that? I'm sure they will to some degree, but the way the Warriors are looking right now, I'm not sure this round will go any longer than 5 games. And if they can continue to keep this up, the Warriors could quickly be reminding everyone of why a core of Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, and Draymond Green led them to so many NBA Finals. But with that will conclude my thoughts on how the Golden State Warriors prove why they are so dangerous. And what do you guys think? What was your main takeaway from Game 1? Let me know your thoughts by commenting down below and we can talk about it there. But before you go, I would like to invite you to join the official Discord for the channel. If you like having NBA debates and discussion with others in real time, being updated on NBA news, or even being able to chat with me, then you really should think about joining. That will do it for this video though. Big thank you to everyone who took the time to watch until the end of the video. I really hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, be sure to drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you have not already, and turn on notifications to get notified right away when I drop a new video. But as always, thank you for watching and have a great day.